Imagine living where it almost never rains, the air bakes your face, and the ground drinks faster than you do, yet you're plump, green, and thriving. That's a cactus, the desert's chonky water vault with spikes. Here's the shocking part. Some cacti can slurp an entire storm's worth of water in hours, then not sip again for months, and they don't pop. Let me show you how that's even possible. First, the body. Most cacti ditched leaves. Leaves lose water. So they moved photosynthesis into their stems. Big, accordion-pleated, expandable stems. Those ribs? They're not for style. They let the cactus balloon after rain without tearing, and then shrink during long dry spells like a slow exhale. Inside, think of a green water battery. The tissue is packed with mucilage, basically nature's jello, that holds water while keeping cells from bursting. The outer skin wears a thick, waxy cuticle, a glossy raincoat that locks moisture in and reflects brutal sunlight. Now breathing. Plants usually open pores, stomata, during the day. Terrible idea in a desert. Cacti use CAM photosynthesis, a night shift hack. They inhale CO2 in the cool dark, bank it as malic acid, then photosynthesize during the day with pores shut tight. Translation: maximum sugar, minimum water loss. Let's talk spines. They're not just "don't hug me" warnings. Spines cast tiny moving shadows that cool the surface, slow down wind so moisture doesn't sprint away, and condense microscopic dew that drips toward the plant. Up close, many spines have micro grooves that funnel water like built-in gutters. Plus, spines come from areoles, little cactus factories that can also grow flowers and new spines, all from reinforced points on the stem. Below ground, strategy mode. Cacti build insanely wide, shallow root nets, sometimes stretching out as far as the plant is tall, to vacuum up quick rains. Some species add a deep taproot to sip buried moisture when the surface turns to toast. Roots can even go dormant, then reboot fast when the first raindrops hit. Heat? Imagine being a green solar panel in an oven. Cacti keep their profile tight. Columns and spheres have low surface area for their volume, which slows heating and water loss. Proteins act like tiny heat shock bodyguards, folding and refolding enzymes, so photosynthesis doesn't faceplant at high noon. Defense mode. Besides spines, many cacti pack bitter or irritating chemicals. Even those cute fuzzy spines, glochids, are sneaky mini harpoons. Once they're in, they're in. Predators learn fast. Timing is everything. Flowers explode right after rare rains when pollinators are active, often at night for bats and moths. Seeds can wait years, only germinating when moisture says, "Okay, you might actually make it." And some cacti don't just survive, they engineer. In foggy deserts, certain species harvest mist off spines, turning clouds into sips. Others buddy up under nurse plants, using their shade to start life, then graduating to full sun like tiny green gladiators. Here's the big idea. None of these tricks alone is enough. It's the stack: night breathing, water batteries, expandable ribs, shade-casting spines, smart roots, chemical armor, that turns an impossible habitat into a permanent address. So next time you see a cactus, don't just think spiky. Think heat-proof, drought-proof, fog harvesting, shape-shifting biomechanical camel. The desert tried to say no life here. Cacti answered, "Watch me." If you liked this, I've got more wild survival stories where nature hacks physics and wins. Stay curious and maybe give your houseplant a respectful nod. It's playing the same game, just on easy mode.